Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Decryption, and I hope you are well. As some of you may or may not have seen on my YouTube shorts, the team around GameDevBuddy. So I have partnered up with the team over at GameDevBuddy to announce their new character creator tool. And it solved one of the biggest issues that plagues me at the moment, and that's Synty Sidekicks. The Synty Sidekick packs are all of the Synty characters, but completely modular and usable with each other. So you can take characters from the Knights pack, from the Villagers pack, and the Sci-Fi pack, and swap all their kits around. It's an insane feat that they've managed to achieve. And yes, if you subscribe with it, you can get access to every single one. Equally, you can buy individual packs. But the unfortunate side is it's only available in Unity. Now, there has been some videos which have got this up and working in Unreal, but it takes a while to do. It's not really as smooth of a process. Some people have even just opened Unity, generated the characters, and exported it. It's not there, if you wish. But this tool from GameDevBuddy promises to change that. It's going to give you the first-hand ability to create Synty characters in Unreal from the Unity packs in GASP, Mover, third-person character, any template you can think, and it'll do it all for you. I've been testing it for a few weeks now. It is insanely cool, so we're going to have a look. So let's get started. So it is just a standard other plugin. As far as I'm aware, they are planning to put it on the Epic Marketplace soon, but you can just come to the GameDevBuddy website and purchase it. The plan is to release it around when this video's out, but it will be coming very soon, I know that, because it's very stable at this point. And you will, of course, need Synty Sidekick characters. The tool itself does work with other things, which we'll touch on to later, but a big focus of it in this video, and in general, is the Synty Sidekick character packs. So you've got two options. You can get the starter pack for free. That's one they give out, and you've got a bunch of different characters that you can mix and match things with and create some really funky looking characters. Equally, you can purchase some of the individual packs and keep it forever, or you can subscribe with Synty Pass. I do have an affiliate link I'm going to post in the description. It's just a nice kickback to me if you go and purchase something, use that, I get a small kickback. It supports the creators and Synty themselves. But once you've downloaded it, and you've downloaded a couple of packs, install the plugin to your project, and you can see if I come to edit plugins, I've got it up here, the GameDevBuddy GDB character creator. Make sure it's all set up and everything. I'm using a beta version at the moment, but you will have the latest version when it's out. And then once you restart, you'll essentially have your icon at the top to begin. So simply tap it, and then you've got your options. There are some bits that are currently disabled, but I believe it's going to be stuff like Narrative Pro, another combat framework one. The Synty Classic is you can import the regular Synty characters and use them. Not modular, because they aren't modular, but you can, and they've got a bunch of other ones. But we're going to focus on the Sidekick characters part today. So just jump on up, and if it's your first time, I've gone up with a fresh GASP project. It will ask you to import a Synty Sidekick pack, and it specifically wants the Unity package. So I've downloaded a bunch of different ones here for us to get started with, and I've not found one that doesn't work at the moment. They all just kind of work. So you can do the starter packs, which are the free ones you can get. I'm going to come in and I'll just do the Elven Warriors because that's cool, and tap import. Now, depending on the speed of your computer, this may or may not take a bit of time. You're essentially taking every modular mesh, skeleton, colour, texture, everything, and importing it. That's what this tool does. And it's going to take a little bit of time. So there you go. So mine took about 10-15 seconds. Bigger packs take a bit longer. It entirely depends on how fast your computer is. But I can't imagine it'd take, minutes kind of thing. And we're essentially in. So right at the top, we've got the species. So I've imported the Elven pack, and the species is part of the Synty Sidekick pack. So I've got Elves or Unrestricted. Unrestricted just basically says, out of every single pack, use it. Whereas Elf says only use it if it belongs to the Elven race, kind of thing. And you've got a bunch of other settings up here, like skin tone, if you want to change what skin tone they are. Or you've got what body type, so if you want them to be a big, heavy man or a big, muscular one, you can do that. And then you've got all of the settings, and it does look overwhelming at first. but we are in all, so it will do. But as you click down the tabs at the top, you can get to specific regions. So if I want to give him some hair, I'll go to head, and I've got hair right here. So I can press the left part to add different hairs to him. I've got the colour options here, so if I select it, I can come and say I want him to have blue hair, and then we've got a secondary option, which I don't know why we've got a secondary. Oh, it'll be for the band look. So I've got a secondary option. Let's make that green. There you go. And we've given him hair look. Pretty cool already. We can come to the upper. We can give him a different armor. So let's say, oh, that one's, yeah, we'll do that one. We come to lower. We'll give him some hip armor. So like that. We can come to the legs, and you'll see the legs actually have this link icon, and so does the feet, the arms as well. And this is a feature of the tool where it links them and will make them the same thing. If you have a plate of armor, you're probably going to want the two arms to be the same. So as you can see, as I select next, it will select it on both of them, making it the same if you want that look. If you don't, you can just unlink it. And now you can completely make them separate from one another if you want to. So like you can have one pants leg down look. You can do really anything you want with it. The thing I really like about it is if you come to a specific category, say attachments, you can randomize all of the different options. And it's instantaneous. That's how cool this tool is. But you can just click along and it's just doing the attachments. If I come to the lower, I can randomize the lowers and it'll just completely change what is there. But you can also come to all and you can randomize every single bit if you really want to and just create some really quick characters. You've got a colours picker here where you can come and pick every single colour all at once if you want to. You've also got presets, which I believe are still work in progress. But then this is the big thing. You do have a magnifying glass option as well, so if you don't want to click through them all, you can just come and click the magnifying glass. It'll show you everything that's available. You select it, it'll instantly go to that one. Really cool. You can filter it by pack as well. You've got a save and load option at the top, so if I just come and click save, and I'll just create a new folder called custom characters, because you never know, you might create a character, put it in game, and they go, oh, I don't like that. Instead of having to redo it all, you can just come and save it. It's got its own format, which is just JSON, so it's nice and easy to understand, and I'll just call this YouTube testing save. So that's all saved. I can come in and randomize it to a completely different character. So you see that looks nothing like it now. If I come and tap load, I can find my custom characters and just re-import it, and it all loads back in. Super cool. But now, this is the big thing. If we come and tap generate at the bottom, depending which Unreal version you're on, you'll see different options. So if you're in Unreal 5.6 like I am, I've got the GASP 5.6 version because it's found in the project it can convert to GASP. It's got third person project as well if we want to do it. There are some options which are coming soon like Narrative Pro, Flexible Combat and custom versions, but they're not ready at the moment. If you're in 5.7, you will see GASP 5.7. Mover component, it will directly go to the mover component, which is very cool. I can come in and call this custom test character, select I want GASP, and you just click generate. And I'm going to do this in real time because this is what I absolutely love about it. 1 second, done. That's it. Less than a second. And you might think, well, what's it done? If we jump back to the project now and just come and select the test character we've just done, I believe I've selected the right one, and click play, we have a fully rigged, fully working character. How cool is that? It is so freaking cool. I have noticed it's not pulled through the skin colour. I'll report that to the devs. But this is so cool. It is fully rigged and working. It would have took minutes and ages, and you'd have to watch loads of tutorials to figure it out. You don't have to do any of that anymore. It just works. You can come and open it up. It's the standard GASP setup, so if you're used to a GASP character, it's all there. It all fully works. It's all got the attachments set up. All the construction script is there, all ready for you to modify if you need to. It's really cool. So the other benefit of it is the fact that you can import multiple packs. So if I come back to import pack and click browse, we'll come and select the fantasy knights, because elves and knights is just cool. It will chug along and import it, and that's it. It's imported successfully. We'll come and pick another pack as well while we're here. So we'll pick elvens, knights, goblins. That's obviously going to be in there, so we'll add that as well. And this is the cool thing about the Synty Sidekicks pack, is you can merge them all together, but it wasn't previously available in Unreal. And I love Synty, I use them in every single episode, I'm partnered with them, they're a great company. But I can't use it if it's not in Unreal, not easily. And this tool gives us the ability to do it. It is really cool, and I've been enjoying playing with it. But I've had to keep it on the down low until it was ready. And that's it, another pack imported. So now, if I just come up to the top, you can see my species. I have all of the new ones, so I can come to human. It'll say it's about to switch it over. You'll lose your current palettes and stuff because humans and elves are categorically different. Click switch if you want to, and you see it's just reset it round. But then we can now randomise between all of the human packs, so the knights in this case, which is very cool. If I come and switch it to goblin, it will do the same thing, ask you to switch. I can filter on all the goblin armour, but this is the next best thing. If you select unrestricted, it gives you access to everything. Every single part, every single pack, any species, gender, anything. Click randomise, and we now have a goblin with knight armour, elvish, I believe, hand grips, I think. You basically got access to everything. That's just how cool it is. Yeah, there we go. Elven base look. It's just so cool that you can create such random characters. And I've been having a lot of fun just adding in random packs just to see what we can get. Like adding in the pirate and sci-fi pack and having space pirates, which is just awesome. You can of course come and filter by pack as well. It's just full of options. So I say I only want Goblin Fighter kit, and we'll randomise on that, and there you go, Goblin Fighters stuff. But if I come and filter on Fantasy Knights and go to the head and say, oh, everything else will remain the Goblin Fighters, but the head and the attachments, the attachment's probably a better one, will be Fantasy Knights. Look at that. That is just a cool goblin. Imagine him walking up as a boss fight. I love this tool. I'm going to be using it so much. And we can, of course, just click Generate, GASP, and we'll call it Goblin Knight. Generate Blueprint. Within a second, it's done. Come here, Goblin Knight, and I can click Play. There you go. Goblin Knight. How cool is that? It's even got a mimic on his back. I didn't notice that. But yes, it is very, very cool. There are some caveats to it, which I will mention, just because it's not really feasible, and I do understand it. If we come to the attachments and add a back attachment, have we got, you know, like if you have capes or something like that? I don't actually know where the capes are. If you get capes and something like that, it's not going to be cloth rigged. Mainly because everybody wants it to be done differently. You might want it to be really flowy. You might want to use Unreal Simulation. You might want to use Kawaii Physics or UE4 Chaos. The ways you could make the cloth work is endless. So this system is just bridging. Here's the Synty packs. Here's your character. Do everything else you want. And that's it. It's so cool. One other thing I forgot to mention while we were randomizing is you do have a lock attachment. So like if I come in here and say, actually, I really like his helmet. I don't want to change that. So I'm just going to come and lock the head and the face like that. But now if you click randomize, it will ignore those ones and only randomize if they're unlocked. So you can keep it and really fine tune down and say, oh, I like those hips. Keep going. Oh, what was that? I had a cape there and I shouldn't have clicked so quick. Oh, I had it again. But yes, you can randomize it. You can just keep locking it to not do anything else you want. Again, you've always got the loading, so I've got some other characters I made here. So that one is broken. I've not imported that pack. I probably should import more. 4. Yeah, there you go, look. Imported a really fat goblin guy. And yeah, it works so well. And there we go. There is another pack imported. So you can see if I come up, I now have human again. That's a normal one. But I now have access to the sci-fi soldiers. So if we just filter on that, there is a cool sci-fi soldier. But you know what's cooler than a sci-fi soldier? A sci-fi soldier with knight's armor. I love this tool. And I know a lot of it is the Synty Sidekicks pack and I'm having fun with it. But it wasn't accessible, and now it is. So I'm going to keep using this and playing around with it, because the really cool thing is the Synty Sidekick packs are fully facial rigged too. Meaning we can get live links set up and fully animate these characters for dialogue. How cool is that going to be? That's the GameDevBuddy tool. It does a ton of other things, and they've got so much planned for it. Like the custom characters part is you can import characters from any artist you want, and it will retarget it to GASP. And you can even select Mixamo characters. You've got CC4 characters. It all works really nicely. And you can see I've got all of the character packs I've imported previously just for testing. So if you didn't have a Sidekick pack, for example, but you wanted a Synty character, so I've got these ones here, look. So if I just click select, come and select the GASP template, and we'll call it Synty Roman, click generate blueprint, and it's done. That quickly, it's retargeted fully. I'm getting a lot of errors, but I've broke this project a lot, so I don't think it's anything to do with this tool. But if I select my Roman character, but you'll see if I run it now, we instantly have a fully retargeted standy Synty character, Roman. I've done a tutorial on converting Synty to GASP. It was 10-20 minutes long, and this tool takes seconds, literally seconds, for it to all work. It's actually insane how good it is. So that is the GameDevBuddy tool. It's one of my new plugins that's just going to be added to every project. Because even if you don't want to use GASP, you can convert it to third-person character or any other one, Mover, Narrative Pro. So it just works so well. It sets up all the retargeting and does everything for you. And if you are using the Synty modular system, it's a must. For me, it's life-changing. I can now convert all my characters to the modular ones. It's going to be so cool. So that is it. I'm looking very forward to the partnership with GameDevBuddy because some of the tools in their roadmap is looking sweet. But yes, this is the character creator tool. It's going to be game-changing for Synty Sidekick characters and any other characters in general. If you want to pick up the character creator, there is a promo code in my description to get you 25% off. Fantastic way for you to get jumped into it today. There is also a Synty referral link below. If you're feeling generous and you want to pick up some Sidekick packs, it gives a little kickback to me as well. Thanks for watching. My name is Decryption, and I will see you next time.